Dooku here with another video, and today I want to talk about why I made a decision. Now, everyone knows how much I want to Switch, and everyone knows how much I want to play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Well, I made a compromise. I went out and I got a Wii U. And the good thing about that is I can still play Breath of the Wild. I'm going to talk about this one later. And this video is really just going to be on my decision-making process and why I went for the Wii U instead of a Switch. Now, of course, I would much rather have a Switch. The Switch is going to be completely portable. It's going to have the newest games. It's not discontinued. It's going to have a new catalog to play. This is the console that everyone has. All my friends that play games have a Switch right now, and that's awesome, and I'm going to miss out for a little bit on a lot of these games. But until I can actually find a Switch, let alone buy one, I decided to opt for a Wii U. Now, yes, it's been discontinued, and yes, everyone says it's terrible, but is that really true? Now, I went and got my Wii U, and my day one purchases for this Wii U was, like I said, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I got The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which is a Nintendo Select right now, and I got this used for $17.09. That is a great price. Super Mario Maker, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and Super Mario Bros. 3D World. Now, out of these games, 3 of the top tier games that came out for this console are only $20 now, even less than that if you can get them used like I did. Why would I not do that? In my hands, right now, are 3 top tier games for around the price of one brand new Switch game that I can play all I want. On the Switch, with the exception of Master Blaster that came out, I believe today or yesterday, there's 4 games you can play. 4 full-fledged games. And one is a digital only, that's Master Blaster. One is very subpar, that's 1-2 Switch. One is a Konami game, and you know you're not going to get your money's worth no matter the price of it. That's Bomberman R. And the last game I have in my hands anyway. It's almost a no-brainer right now to do this. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, yeah, you're going to play those games, you're going to have fun, but it's like you said, the console's discontinued. How are you going to play online? This is a Nintendo console. I don't care if I can play online. I have an Xbox One right in front of me. In fact, the device I'm using to film is sitting on top of my Xbox One. I can look at it right now. If I want to play online, my Xbox One is right there. That's what I'm going to play online. But I want to sit down and just play a fun game, a game that's just amazingly fun, and that's what Nintendo does best. That's how they have that magic. When they make a game, they don't think, how can we be innovative? They don't think, how can we be just super creative and beat everyone else? They don't think, how can we make the most money? They make a game that is just unbelievably fun to play for hours. And that's what these games are, to be honest. Wind Waker is just a classic, and it being in HD is even better. I'm looking at it right now, and it's just beautiful. It looks like someone painted a water pastel painting and taped it to my TV, which is great. And when this game came out, the main reason a lot of people did not like this game is the sailing. They didn't like the mind-numbing sailing. You sailed everywhere, and it was, honestly, even when I played it, that was the worst part of it for me. But they changed that. They lessened that, and they gave you a sail right off the bat. They'll make you sail faster. So, I mean, instantly they made the game better, and then threw it in HD. Thank you. And like I said, 1709. Super Mario Maker, do I need to say any more? This is literally limitless fun. There is millions of homemade levels out there for this game that I can play in any Mario style, from Mario 1 to New Super Mario Brothers. That's amazing. That blows my mind. I can do that, and it's great. I can make my own levels and add to the millions of levels. Anytime I said this level would have been great, but to make it better I would have done this, I can do that now. And I'm pretty sure someone else already has, and I can experience it. New Super Mario Bros. 3D Land? There doesn't need to be a lot of explaining for this. It's Mario Bros. In 3D. It's not an open world game, but it's as open world as the Mario game is really going to get for this generation as far as the Wii U. Now, yeah, Mario 64 and a few other titles are completely linear open world-ish, but this is still a very good compromise between the two. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze? What is there to say? If you played Donkey Kong Country Returns, you're going to know how good that these Donkey Kong games are. And this one's the best out of all of them, between the Wii version, the 3DS version, and now this Wii U exclusive version. This is the best. This is the greatest out of all of them, and I can play it. Now, I know I said I was going to make a video on why I bought a Wii U, and I just started talking about games, but isn't that the point? The games? Why do you buy a console for any other reason other than to play the games? And that's where a lot of people really lose their thinking. They go out and buy a console for any other reason than the games. If the Switch launched and had this many, including they still put out Breath of the Wild, then 4 new, a couple of Marios and a new Donkey Kong and stuff like that, that was portable, yes, I would have ordered a Switch. But since they didn't, and I can get the one game I want for the Switch and a handful of other great ones in one purchase and keep my spending lower than it would be for the Switch, yes, of course I'm doing that. Now, that was the first reason why I got the Switch. Why I did not get the Switch and I got the Wii U. The games. Like I said, I can play the one I want, and I can get a handful of other ones, and even more. I plan on getting more. I would love to have all the exclusive games for the Wii U, just because they are great. Now, reason number 2, there's not really a numbered list, but moving on to my second point, the accessories for the Wii U they're just so much cheaper than they are for the Switch. If I want to get a couple of Wii U Pro controllers, I can get them used for around, let's see, I think GameStop said they were $40. That's already saving me $30. I can get a controller and a game for the amount of money I was going to budget to get a Switch Pro controller. I mean, it's still just, it's racking in. The more I can do, the more I can do, the more games I can play, the more fun I can have, the more people I can play with me within my budget. That is great. The third reason, while it may not be just unbelievably portable, this is still a portable device within my home. If I want to go in the living room and just sit next to my wife while she's watching a movie, but I still want to play my game, bam. Vice versa. If I need to go take a dump, but I don't want to pause my game, bam. I mean, there's really not a lot of bad reasons not to get a Wii U. And I know a lot of people can list off 100 off the top of their head. But honestly, once you own one, they just fly out the window. They really do. Everyone says, oh, well, there's not enough third party. Well, does that matter when you can get amazing games like this for under $20? And as far as the third party goes, a lot of the third party support that Nintendo got for their Wii U came in collaboration through Nintendo. So yes, it's an exclusive and it has third party help, but that is still third party support for their game that really these other consoles and companies aren't doing. That's very creative. It gives you a great game. It gives the companies full reign to make a great exclusive game with their third party partners. Why would you not do that? I don't know, guys. The Wii U gets more hate than a console deserves when it's as good as the Wii U. It's that plain and simple. It truly is. The Wii U is a great console. It has great games. And as far as the controller goes, this is incredibly comfortable. Even like with my 2DS, I told you I love the way it feels. It feels great in my hand. I have, at least for me, my hands are kind of bigger than what I would like for playing with controllers. I have a lot of space on here. That's great. With the Wii U pad, I have all the space in the universe. I can stretch my fingers out. I get no cramping. It's very ergonomic for the way it's shaped, for how big it is. It is a great controller, and plus, it sits well in the lap. You're not doing this. You're not that close. Your arms length away, and you can sit in your lap. And it's incredibly comfortable to use. It has, even though the smaller screen, when going from your TV to this screen and the resolution goes down, the graphics are excuse me, are pretty much ported for a lesser screen. This is not going to be the 720p that the Wii U broadcasts on the screen. It still looks great. The colors are still vibrant. The characters still, there's no delay. It's just great. It's an amazing console. And I know I kind of went off rails and everything, but I really just wanted to put a video out there to tell people that the Wii U, while it may be dead as far as production wise, as far as game schedules wise and releases and stuff, it's not a dead console whatsoever. In fact, since they stopped production and became cheap for a while as far as getting them online, I've seen a lot more people go out and get Wii U's, and I've seen a lot more videos of people gushing over the Wii U, and it's really turning into a console that's almost reminiscent of stuff like the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast and stuff like that. Those consoles really destroyed Sega and their hardware line. Those are the last few Sega consoles that they put out, because they were just they weren't successful enough to have another console come out, especially when the Dreamcast came out in the same generation as the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, and the Xbox. It just wasn't powerful enough to compete with those, and there wasn't enough money or profitability to make another console. And because of a lot of the stuff that people didn't like about the Dreamcast, no one bought it. They opted for the Xbox. They opted for the PlayStation 2, the GameCube. And now the Dreamcast is just, it's a retro darling to people. They love it. They're seeking out the games. They're paying the high prices to complete collections because they really love their Dreamcast. And that's what the Wii U, in my opinion, is. It's already getting that love. Excuse me. If anything else, ask yourself this question. Do I enjoy playing good games? If you're a gamer, the answer is yes. Do I enjoy having an amazing back catalog, limited or not, to choose from, and many of them being at a very well budgeted price? If you're a gamer, that's also a yes. If you're a collector, the amiibos come into play. You can play your games and have fun and still have the cool collecting that you enjoy from whether it's, if you're a gamer, I'm guessing you're more on the nerd spectrum than the jock spectrum, so you're probably not collecting baseball cards and looking for ultra rare rookie Nolan Ryan cards as much as you are for the Gundam Wing figures that are discontinued and just ultra rare now. You're probably falling more onto this spectrum or more in the middle. If you're in the middle, that's really good, because that means you're not going for these huge high-priced items to collect for, and Amiibo can really fall into that line for you. These Amiibo figures, even new, they're about $12. Now, yeah, a lot of them are hard to find, but if you're a collector and you really get that Amiibo bug bite, and you really want to go out there and have a passion to get them, you'll find a way to get them. You'll get the rare ones. You'll get the common ones. You'll have an amazing collection of not only Amiibo figures, but Wii U games, because those figures really come into play, not in the biggest way in most games, but some games they do. Especially more of the competitive exclusive games, stuff like Mario Kart 8 and Smash Bros. Wii U. Your figures will play as a pseudo ghost character that'll hold all of your high scores and how well your character is, and you'll build up that singular Amiibo character to the point where you can fight against him, you can fight as him, and compete against other people that trained up their Amiibo character, which is very cool. It's like multiple memory cards. Excuse me, sorry, I got a very bad dry cough. But it's like having multiple memory cards that are singular just for yourself on all of your players. It's like having a chessboard where all your pieces have been customized by yourselves, that no matter what play your opponent makes, checkmate is never an option because you made an actual army. And the list just keeps going. I can keep going off on tandems all night on why the Wii U is great and why it really if people will give it a chance, it will really shine for a lot of different groups of people. Now, there's a lot of people that only play sports titles, and they're not going to get what they need out of the Wii U. That's why they have their Xbox Ones and their PlayStation 4s. But honestly, Nintendo has never been that console, and you can look back even to the older consoles when they did have a lot of sports titles, even obscure sports titles. They weren't even the king back then. Sega Genesis was. So, everyone has the console they need. If you're a gamer and you love playing fun games, and you love trying out things you've never played, things you've never done in a game before, you owe it to yourself to go out and at least borrow or go to a friend's house that has a Wii U and really give it a shot, give it the fair chance it deserves. But that's just my opinion, the Poo-Poo Dooku's opinion. Really, guys, go out, get you a Wii U, and start playing some great games. You really deserve to play amazing games. But that's it for now. I'm going to get back to some Wind Waker, probably do some more Breath of the Wild later on tonight. But that's it for me, guys.